And welcome to the Vigilance Committee. Our guest has disappeared on us, but I'm sure he'll be right back. We have Illinois Tyrant News and Accountability with us today, folks. And we're going to show his body of work. And first, we're going to go ahead and do the intro. And Illinois Tyrant News, I hope you didn't miss my wonderful introduction of you. But before we get started,
I might have. I was downstairs. I had to grab extra stuff.
no worries. And before we get started here, I think Nikki has some housekeeping items to take care of and kind of say hello to everybody in the chat here. And then we're going to start to show your body of work. And we'll have you talk first before we start to show the body of work. And if there's anything that you want us to show, just put the link in the private chat, and we'll be more than happy to show it as well. Go ahead, Nikki.
All right, everybody, I do want to say thank you and welcome in. Thank you for spending Sunday afternoon with us. We have quite a few people in here that I'm really glad to see. Press with Ranker, Nerdy, U-Haul, of course, all our regulars. And due to recent circumstances that I'm sure a lot of people are aware of, we're just going to go ahead and say mods, regular rules. Anybody brings in outside drama, time them out, work the steps and get my attention if they get to that 24-hour timeout. Um, and then I do believe that this Wednesday, instead of having an open panel, we are going to do some housekeeping. We owe our supporters that because we have several videos that they have sent in to us and we need to clean out that mailbox. So I believe, Cliff, that's it. Unless I missed something, please tell me.
No, I think you did fine there. And Illinois Tyrant News, I had a video that you had done almost 5 years ago. Was that a live that arrest that happened?
Okay, so it actually started out as a static video, and as soon as I got on that scene, the cop immediately started with directives. So I decided at that point, yeah, I went live, and then I was arrested then.
Okay, so I had it up there, and then I was looking for your full channel name, and now I've lost it. So could you find that for me? And we'll just play some other videos, and then we'll show that one later. If you
That
could put it,
video?
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Give me a second here.
Like I said, I had it. Now I can't find it.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, hold on.
And
And then,
while you guys are looking for that, why don't you go ahead and kind of introduce yourself? And, that way I'm not fangirling over here.
yeah. Also, do you see people in the chat too? Are you in the chat, Illinois Tyrant News?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good. All right, so let's welcome some people while we're waiting. I want to kind of try to see who all's in the chat here. We know STD is moderating in here. Utah Defenders here. U-Haul. Mr. Nicky, good to see you. Let's see. Who else do we got in here? Oh, Pressed with Rankers in the house. Love you, brother. Howard Clegg. End All Immunity. I know who you are. I like ya. All right. Danny's Thoughts. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. KY Reacts is in the house. He's still recovering. Can't wait till he gets fully recovered and can get back out there. Lawyer Dog in the house. Good to see you. David. That's somebody new. Good to see Mr. Nicky, he says. All right. Nerdy Nerdleton in the house. Let's see who else we got here. I'm sure I'm going to miss people. This is a public service. Good to see you, brother. Love your work. Joko Kansas Cop Watch is here. All right. Midwest Accountability. Always good to see you, my friend. All right. All right. So, wow. I think
Hello, Mitch.
Old guy Mitch. Yeah. Okay.
And Justin Thompson, Armed with Harmony.
Army with Harmony. Yeah.
All right, Army with Harmony. I hope, Mr. Harmony, that you did get your email from me. We did do what you asked. Guys, I do want to thank Army with Harmony. He has been a great big supporter, and he also donated $30 to Izzy for her mission that she had for winning Finkel's voting for us. Uh-oh, we lost our guest. I'm sure he'll come back.
Yeah.
You know, he's been supporting us all along, and he went ahead this month and added extra for us to send to Izzy. So we do appreciate that.
Yeah. And we did get it over there. If you want us to send you that, did you already send a receipt to him, letting him know?
Yes, I did send the receipt because we, on the Vigilance Committee, we believe in complete transparency, and that's part of the transparency is getting receipts to where they need to be.
Yep. And if people want to donate to other channels, to our channel, we will see that it gets forwarded to them if they don't know how to send money to them or things like that. So we don't mind being the middleman. All right. So he's probably still looking for that other video. But
it's in the private chat now.
Okay, good. All right. So let's get that up. Boy, my right hand is really shaking. It's hard to. Okay. I just listened to 5 seconds of a.
There you go.
Commercial so that you folks didn't have to.
All right, your guest is back, Cliff.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, my phone's being dumb. I put up that link in the chat. I hope you got it.
Yep, I've got it. Do you have anything you want to say to the chat before we get started?
Oh yeah, I just want to say welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in from my channel. If anybody's here besides Howard and Joko and Midwest, much love to you guys, especially Howard. He's one of my biggest supporters. I love that dude to death. And yeah, you guys know me. I'm an Illinois Tyrant News and Accountability. I started 6 years ago, and I was known as Lone Wolf Community Watch. So some of you might remember that.
Oh, I see. I did not know that. So that's good information for me. I thought you'd been in the business 5 years, not 6. So
6 years this month.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you the Lone Wolf Community Watch. So sorry.
No, that's fine. You can't remember to tell me everything, Nikki. All right. So I even listened to this commercial. So we're going to go ahead and present this. And if you'll, Illinois Tyrants, if you'll stop me wherever you want me to stop and kind of explain something on this particular incident. Just feel
Oh yeah,
free.
yeah. Midwest Accountability was actually with me on this too.
All right.
If he's in the chat still.
Good.
Yeah, and it was thanks to Midwest Accountability that helped me convince Cliff that we needed to go ahead and feature you because it was the one when you guys were down at the riverfront and you were standing up to the
The
crazy eyes.
lieutenant.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lieutenant. And he's like, we've got to have him on. I'm like, I've been telling you that for, a couple of months now.
Yeah, I've got some pretty banger videos from back in the day too, up in Chicago, and that cops shoving me out of buildings. And, yeah, it's
Yeah, I absolutely love the way you redress these tyrants. So
Yeah, I see, and I'm the type of a guy. I mean, just like this video you're getting ready to show. I mean, you get respect when you give respect. If you disrespect me, I'm not going to be nice. I'm sorry. That's just me.
And you don't need to apologize for it either. All right, let's go ahead and start this, and just stop me wherever you want.
Droning it up, huh? Got the drone out. That thing is fucking badass. What the hell? That is awesome.
Infrared and everything on it, right? Yes, sir.
No look.
Yeah, he's in the wind. He's
Yeah.
No, so it's okay. Just don't anybody get hurt.
What brand is that?
That is a DJI.
DJI, is that the 4?
That's the
No.
30, the Mavic.
Mavic, yep. Mavic Pro. Things are about $3,000.
That's a little bit more than that, I think.
With the infrared setup, they're pushing 5.
Yeah.
Our tax dollars at work.
Infrared doesn't come from DJI.
No.
That's an add-on from somewhere else.
So you guys notice that he's being very polite, very respectful, and the cop seems like he's being nice too. So
Yeah, I'm just going to stop you right there. Sergeant Martin, I've interacted with him several occasions, and he's usually very, very cool and respectable. And on this night, I don't know what was up his butt or something, but you even hear him say that the suspect is in the wind, and I think he's even going to catch him saying, I'm just kind of practicing right before he switches. So go ahead.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I met you. Who are you?
I am Sergeant Martin.
Martin? You have a badge number?
915.
915.
Yes, sir.
How long you been working for the department?
Almost 6 years, 5.5. So,
Been a cop here the whole time?
nope. I've got about 13 years in law enforcement. So,
Where else did you work?
North Pekin
North Beacon?
and Delavan for a short time.
Delavan.
As a part timer. So,
All right.
Pretty cool little setup. Makes my Mini 2.
you know, I started flying recreationally several years ago just for fun. And when this opportunity came available, I jumped right on that. So,
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I didn't even know the Heights had their own drone now.
we just got the one. That's pretty expensive. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. I know how much my Mini was, so
Kind of wondering, do you think he might have gotten triggered when Midwest was asking him a bunch of questions because he might not have wanted people to know about his previous employers?
I'm not sure about that. And it's funny because Midwest actually has met this guy before. He doesn't remember because he's on the road a lot of work. But it could have been. I mean, you never know. Maybe we just triggered him because he didn't want us to see him using his drone.
Okay. All right, let's continue.
Try to take pretty good care of this. It's a pretty
Yeah.
valuable tool. So
Now, do you have to get licensed to fly that?
we do.
With the FAA?
Yep. Part 107. So we've got 3 guys that are licensed. So regardless, we're able to generally have somebody who's capable of getting it in the air. So
Cool.
Yeah, I think you missed one.
and now it's just a lot of different case than it typically comes in it. So there we go. Thank you.
Welcome.
How's your guys' night going?
I've had some really good interactions tonight, actually.
Actually, I haven't seen you in a little while. So
Yeah, I haven't been around, man.
So,
Actually, Illinois State Police have done an awesome job tonight.
yeah, I know they had something downtown. I wasn't quite sure what it was.
I don't know anything about downtown. We were at the shooting at about 11 o'clock. And then the stolen car that got flipped over on
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking about down on
Yeah,
Armstrong.
whatever, yeah.
So we've asked 3 troopers tonight, and I want to ask you. You don't have to answer.
I probably won't fall into your game, but
It's not a game.
okay.
Our rights are not a game.
No, I agree 100%.
Do you know the
Point.
5 elements of the First Amendment?
Like I said, I'm not gonna play it. So
All right. I think this is important. And I'll tell you guys why. Qualified immunity. If these officers say that they know all 5 elements of the First Amendment, then they have to be accountable to it later. So I think that's the reason why they don't want to recite 5 elements to the First Amendment. What do you think?
You have an answer to that? I think it's
don't.
because they forget because they only get 2 weeks of constitutional, not even 2 weeks. I think it's like a week of constitutional training while they're in class for the 6 weeks they're there. They do not touch base on it ever again besides in that first week. And I've heard that straight out of other cops' mouths.
But they know about the First Amendment. They're watching auditors all the time, and
But they
so
don't care. That's the point.
So so you think they just don't care and they don't remember, and I
No,
think
they don't remember. And but me and Midwest both have touched base with like he was just saying, this particular night we were out and about a lot that night and was around a lot of state troopers. And one of the state troopers I have a short with, and that is Trooper I want to say it's Anderson's, the female cop. And she immediately just boom right off with the 5 elements. I mean,
right. Okay.
it dropped me in my feet, you know. I mean, so we've had several good interactions.
Game, just for the fact that he's saying it's a game, it's kind of being confrontational right there because you're just
Yeah, it's because right, it's not a game. I mean, and he should know that with me, it's not a game. I mean, I've been around for many, many, many years now, and I have hundreds of videos. I mean, this is not a game. Or like Midwest says, our rights aren't in the game, man. This is our livelihood out here when it comes to that. I mean, that could be taken away in an instant just because some cop wants to violate our rights.
Okay. And this is public service says they don't give a shit. Blue Line Gang is greater than the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what you just said there. Yeah. All right, let's continue. If I can stop shaking to get right on the play button again. Here we go.
Come on, Martin.
So
Had 3 troopers get it tonight.
he knows. So I'm not.
I just don't understand why you would think it's a game.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that you know what you're enforcing.
So what have I ever done to restrict your rights to freedom?
Nothing.
I haven't said anything. I want to know if you know the 5 elements.
Sure.
That's all.
Yeah, I do.
What are they?
Like I said, I'm not.
You don't know them.
I'm not going to fall into the cycle. You can believe what you want. That's fine. So again, that is one of your rights to believe what you want to believe. So
Okay, let me put it this way. So this is the disdain between the public and the police department that we're trying to fix.
Sure.
Is if one of us comes up and
Sure.
just asks you a question, you should answer that.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you, and that goes two ways. But right now, I actually have a fleeing felon that I actually have to try to go locate. So I will be happy to talk to you at any time. You know, I've always had good interactions with you.
Sure, but I mean, this is kind of turning into one of those. Now it's not a good interaction because you want to.
And again,
It just would have taken 5 seconds for you to answer, and then we'd have been on
Even
the line.
Green on that freaking accident call. Right as soon as he see me, boom, 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 boom. I didn't even ask him.
Yeah,
We
And
asked him a
then,
week
then
ago.
Anderson, and then Stewart.
It just don't make no sense, man.
No? That's horrible. All right, guys, you seen it. That's the disdain we get now. So some of
I think it's
them
almost over.
don't care and will sit and talk to us, and
Yeah, it
then
is.
you got other ones that just act like an ass and don't do anything. So, all right, that's another video. So there you go, guys. He'll see himself.
Yeah, I think he did know him. I think there's a reason that they don't want to answer anymore, because then it can be used against them in the court of law for their qualified immunity. But I could be wrong. I mean, everybody has their own opinions of why these cops won't recite it. This guy says it's, yeah, I'm not playing the game today. I don't understand that. All right.
It's because you're questioning the authority when
Exactly.
you ask them that question. And we're not supposed to question the authority. Haven't you been paying attention, Cliff?
Nikki got that one.
Brainwashed in school not to
Right.
to buck the system. Yeah. She learned that from me, by the way. No, she probably knew some of it anyway. She was a little rebellious in high school, I think, too. So
You guys see my shirt?
I can't see what it says, but my eyes
It
are
says,
bad.
it says right here.
Or right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here, right there.
Right here.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna try to show you the back of it because this is my my partner in crime. See if it'll come in. Hold on a second. I might have to take off the headset.
There we
Y'all
go.
sub to this guy.
Midwest. Put his link in there, guys. That was awesome. Selfless. Midwest accountability link in there.
Please.
All right. Okay. Now
Yeah,
this
that's
is
my
one
brother, man. He's hilarious.
Yeah, we love Midwest accountability here. I think we've actually featured him a couple of times. We featured him just his channel once, I believe, but when he was with a firm doing an audit at a courthouse, and firm got arrested. And,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
was there, so we showed that one too. I think that was in, I want to say, Missouri.
It was at the courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and between Midwest Accountability, you and Kilted Cop Watch, I get to realize areas that maybe I shouldn't go into when I leave the house.
Yeah,
No
she lives in
comment.
Illinois. She
Oh,
lives
do you?
in
I'm sorry,
Illinois.
Nikki.
Yeah. All right. So
I mean,
this is the one that I lost that Tyrant's got for me here. So we're going to go ahead and start this one off, and just tell me to pause wherever you want me to pause here. And we will.
Okay, I'm gonna say one thing. The person that is with me, I don't associate with anymore in this video. That would have been Ref, the auditor. He is no longer in my circle, and I ended up giving him my camera to film it, and I think he messed up a bunch. So I'm not sure what's on this video anymore. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I could tell he might be a little inexperienced, but I think he was trying to do a good job with it.
Yeah.
It was kind of shaky, but we'll see it here. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, what's going on, people?
Cliff, before you get too far into this, Finkel has a question.
Is a courthouse audit truly an audit if the auditor asks permission to record and the auditor fails to record the one alleged challenge? Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I'm not see, maybe I'm not seeing commas where commas need to be or something there. I don't really understand the question. In a courthouse audit, is a courthouse audit truly an audit if the auditor asks permission to record and the auditor fails to record the one alleged challenge? Question mark. No. If he fails to record, then there's no audit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, no video, no audit.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
This side, but up here, so I'm gonna cross. Hey. So this was
Thank you, Finkel. The was a typo. Okay.
a hit and run. A car hit a house and ruptured the gas line. So I'm gonna cross the street over here.
Yeah, and this was after the cop actually already started with his directives.
Yeah, so he already told you to move across the street, or when you got
No.
across?
He already told me to stay back, blah 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 blah, and yeah, I don't even remember.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. So I just went over here to get an angle of the car in the house itself, and I wasn't gonna pass this fire truck. I mean, I'm not dumb.
The gas is moving up this way. I need you guys to back up, okay? Hey. Hi. The gas is moving up this way. I need you to back
I don't
up,
smell
please.
anything.
Okay, well, that's an order. You're impeding on
You
investigation.
can't order me to do anything, bud.
Okay, well, I need you to back up.
Name and badge
Right
number.
now. Bray 1208.
Okay, cool.
Back up, please.
Now.
He's a rookie.
Recently, and for no reason at all, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to.
I'm on a public sidewalk. Go away.
All right. So he says the gas is coming this way. You need to back up, and they're saying you can't give me directives. Yeah.
Right. Meanwhile, this fire truck is running. There's the two headlights you see down the road. One is gas and power, and then another squad car.
Yep.
Blocking the intersection off. So they've already shut the gas off at this point. I mean, you've already seen the guy walk up and shut the gas off. So, but he's saying there's a problem with the gas, but there's a truck running with all kinds of electrical work. And then he's getting ready to say this.
Yeah.
Sir, I need you to back up, please.
No.
Adam,
You don't worry me, bud.
Sir, I need you to go ahead and back up.
I don't follow directives, especially in public.
What's that?
I don't follow directives, especially in public.
Okay, well, what's your issue with me?
You're giving me directives.
Okay, I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you this is a public sidewalk. If I want to walk that way, I'll walk.
Okay, no, you're not, because I'm cutting off all foot traffic.
Are you? Okay, put tape up.
Adam 1, I got one.
Hope that's Scott, because he's going to tell you about me. You'll learn about me.
I know him as well.
Cool.
Okay.
James Freeman, we're at University of McQueen.
Yeah, James Freeman was in the chat, and so was Johnny 5-0. They were watching.
I had some heavy hitters back in the day that used to come on my stream.
Well, you should probably still have them on your stream too. So because and this next part I really like too, because he said, "For your safety, I'm responsible for your safety," and it could be further from the truth. Yeah, here we go.
You just like baiting me into doing something?
You're baiting
Oh, is this back when they were all saying you're baiting me?
Yeah, because I had just started recording. I think it was maybe 6 months to a year before this.
Yeah, and they were all saying you're trying to bait all over the country. They were saying these guys just bait
Mhm.
you. Yeah, yeah. It was a typical line.
Yourself right now, man.
Okay. Well, I told you to take a step
Well, I
back.
told you no. Is that simple? You just spit on the sidewalk. That's illegal.
I did.
Yeah. Write yourself a ticket.
I will.
Okay.
Did he? I
Yeah,
doubt
he's
it.
chewing tobacco. It's fucking disgusting. He had a mouthful of it, which was it's actually against their policy, Peoria Police's policy, to not do any tobacco related things while on duty.
Yeah. No, these are just little things that
Sure.
we need to point out because they point out all the little things too, don't
Yeah,
they?
he wanted to nitpick me, so I was going to nitpick him right back.
Absolutely. You get what you give.
Right.
Peoria Police Department, Peoria,
Close to
Illinois.
The gasket. Close enough the fire department decided to back up. Okay. It's my sergeant, if you'd like to speak to him.
I don't know. He's trying to tell me to go away, and I'm at a safe distance back here. He told me at first, don't pass that pole, and then there's no crime tape up. I mean, I don't understand.
Sir, back over to McQueen.
I don't follow
I'm going to
directives
tell
very
you
well
one
in
more time,
public.
and I'm going to send you to jail. Back over to McQueen.
For what?
Because this is a safety hazard, and you can't be here.
It's
I'm not
my
going to explain it to
safety,
you.
not yours.
Yes, it is. It's my responsibility. You're going to jail.
Yeah. Bam. Right there. Right. I mean,
He didn't
no
like that.
de-escalation. No de-escalation at all.
Oh no.
I mean, he knew what he was going to do when as soon as he walked up, he wasn't even letting you talk. He was interrupting you. He knew exactly what he was going to do when he got called over to you.
Oh yeah, they wanted that immediately.
Hmm. That's tyrannical. Here we go.
I'm getting arrested, guys. Now you're resisting. No, I'm not.
You're going to get tased. No,
And if people that might not know this too, Supreme Court came out and said that the police are not responsible for your safety.
No, not at all. And did you hear what that cop just said?
Yeah,
They're worried about the gas, right? No. Basically, back up 2 seconds.
Okay.
They're worried about the gas so much, but when he says I was resisting, which I wasn't, I'm kind of a big guy.
Okay, let's play it.
responsibility. You're going to jail.
I'm getting arrested.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't
Right
get
right
that.
after this.
Okay, let's try it right here.
Sir, you can't be here.
It's
I'm not going
my
to explain it to
safety,
you.
not yours.
Yes, it is. It's my responsibility. You're going to jail.
I'm getting arrested, guys.
Now you're resisting.
No, I'm
You're
not.
going to get tased.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna get tased.
Put it down.
So he's gonna throw an electrical current out when there's gas about.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Yeah, let's throw an electrical current out because we're worried about his safety from gas.
Yeah.
And he's like, automatically they say, stop resisting. You probably weren't resisting at all.
No, I was
and
trying
you-
to drop my gimbal on the ground without breaking it.
They just do that. I mean, they say it for the body cam. They're saying stuff for the body cam to
yeah.
try to, improve their own narrative. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Please put my camera down, please. Don't break my camera. Sir, back up to McQueen. You're going to go to jail too. Back up. McQueen. I didn't do anything illegal, sir.
You failed to follow instructions when we were
I'm in public,
dealing with
man.
public safety.
My safety, not yours.
Okay, so that's the charge. Failing to. What did he say?
I don't know. It ended up being obstruction.
Failure to follow instructions
Yes.
for safety.
Yes.
Oh, and that's the law.
Sure, evidently at that point.
But they charged you with obstructing an investigation?
Yes. So I was obstructing an accident scene that he was a block away from.
No,
I
you
don't
were
know.
there with the camera. They didn't want you there. That's and
Yeah,
you
that
questioned
was
their
all.
authority, and you disobeyed their quote unquote lawful directives, which weren't lawful in the first place.
Right.
All right, here we go.
And you misunderstand the reason of the law.
No, you misunderstand the reason of the law, bud.
Yeah, that's fine. I want your supervisor. I am supervisor. I want your supervisor. I want a lieutenant here. If you want to file a complaint on me, call a lieutenant. Call a lieutenant. You're not getting a lieutenant when you're getting arrested. Get a lieutenant.
Painful. Ooh, unqualified. You know, I never had a judge. That's the whole thing. I went to go into court for this, and it miraculously was dropped.
Of course it was.
Yeah, and I think I have a video about that as well, where I go in and record the piece of paper on the wall saying that the case was dismissed.
So right there, I mean, you could have sued them then and won.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
easily.
I could have immediately. Yeah, I could have sued them. I mean, but I'm not that type of person. I mean, I'm not just gonna go out and sue the cops. What's good that's gonna do? It's just gonna take money out of fucking my pocket and your pocket and everybody else's pocketbook in this freaking town that we can't afford.
Yeah.
I mean,
And everybody does their freedom in any way that they want to. Myself
Right.
personally, I think we should sue them to oblivion so that they stop what they're doing in the first place. But
yeah, and you know, I over the years and that I've thought about situations and that one, of course, and yeah, I probably should have sued back then. But it's the whole thing of, man, do I got $3,000 for an attorney? No. I mean, and it's hard to get one that's gonna, you know, take it, you know, either pro bono or, you know, on contingency of winning the case, you know, whether he gets paid or not. So it's hard.
hard to find. Yep, it is
Yeah.
hard to. It is. I'm with you there. We're trying to band together so that people can sue because there's you know there's a nonprofit Scars is one of them that's trying to get something together so that we can sue when egregious things happen like this, false arrests and things of that nature. But we're not quite there yet. It takes money.
Absolutely.
Not
Yeah,
there yet.
it all
We're
takes
working on
money.
it. We want to affect change, so we want to try
Mhm.
to band together so that we can. So, all right, let's continue. Actually, I think this stays here for a little bit, so I'm going to just kind of fast forward.
Yeah, it
I
does
want to get to the
until
part, and your buddy got doxxed here too, so I want to get past that as well.
I know he did. I didn't realize that until after I was out of cuffs.
Yeah,
and
and
then
I think
the
he was
screaming
actually.
came back.
I think he was actually trying to get the footage too. I think he was probably just really
He was. My gimbal actually broke that night. When the cop forced me to throw it on the ground, it broke it. It just completely fried. So he couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, you were resisting when you were trying to save your gimbal and your camera, and not have it drop to the ground and break. Yeah. Okay. Another commercial.
Sorry, guys.
You get another 5 seconds. Nothing wrong with you getting 5 seconds of commercial time.
Great. Been monetized for a long time.
Are you guys the one that lives?
Yeah, exactly. EQI.
So
That's the lone wolf in the back of the sergeant's vehicle. He asked for a lieutenant. So far, he's been denied lieutenant. I don't know if lieutenant's coming out or what's going on. So,
There's an OG mod. Good to see you, Brandon.
so happy fuck the cops day. All he's doing is standing there. Yep, fuck the pigs, James.
See, it's funny. James Freeman was in here, and he started a call chain to
Yeah, he
the
did.
police department. They had so many phone calls. It was horrible.
And I think that Qualified Immunity was in the chat too. He was actually spamming that phone number, I believe.
Were you in? I don't remember. It's just been so long ago.
And if it wasn't him, it could have been Brandon too. I don't know.
I don't know. That's why I said I've had followers for years that have been with me, and I don't remember a lot of them. It's horrible about for me. I mean, God, I do have a lot of subscribers now.
Yeah, you do, and rightly so. I think this is pretty much it for this video. Anyway, it just shows that that you were arrested. Did they actually let you out of the car?
So so they ended up giving me an NTA, a notice to appear, and then let me out because I had some health issues still back then that were not very well. We'll just say that.
Okay. And this was, I believe it was 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, this was 5 years ago. This was like a year after I started, and the guy that was with me had only been out with me maybe a handful of times, so he was still trying to get his footing and carry himself off of my channel. And I found that out in the end.
All right. The next one that I want to show is this sidewalk is private property. No pics allowed. It says Mighty Mouse. Big fail. 7 security.
Oh, and, God, Mighty Mouse. This is my biggest video. Well, okay, it's actually, technically, I'm going to tell you real quick. This is my second biggest video. I've got another video that went viral. Not on my channel, though. It went on somebody else's channel, and it did over 1 million views in the first week.
Wow. Why haven't you put it on this channel?
Because I have. No, I didn't. It's my footage of it was straight earthquake video. I mean, I was shaking so fucking bad because of my nerves, and my adrenaline was pumping because this dude just wanted to fight, and it was all because he almost hit me in a crosswalk with his car. That's how it started. And it went on from there, and the person that I was with told dude if he was smart, he ain't gonna get out of the car, and he started reaching like he had a gun, and well, the person I was with had CCW, so it wouldn't have been a good day. we'll just say that.
You remember who you were with in this video?
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite people ever. This is Grandma. Everybody knows Grandma. It's Flex Your Freedoms. I've been out with Flex Your Freedoms countless of times, you guys. I love this guy to death. We were actually really close friends. So he's been at my house for Thanksgiving. I mean, back before my mom passed away, he got to meet her, and hang out with him and my dad. And so Flex is really special to me. He's got a special place in my heart.
Well, if you go back and watch my tribute of him and the body of his work, you'll see that he's got a special place in my heart as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell. I can tell. I watched some of that too. And the other person that's with me in this is Dangerous Liberty. This is another one of my best, closest friends. He lives about 40 minutes north of me, and we hang out all the time. Him and his wife, and me and my wife, and that. We do a lot of stuff together. And you guys need to go sub to him as well. Dangerous Liberty. He's still new-ish in the game. He's been around for a couple of years. Got some videos up, but he needs a little exposure too.
So Dangerous Liberty. So if
Yep, Dangerous Liberty.
There. And of course, put Flex Your Freedoms in there.
Oh yeah, obviously Flex.
Yeah. All right. So let's get started on this. It doesn't take long for the security guard to come up and start harassing you guys. I think
it's like 7 seconds.
Yeah. Well, the video is going to correct you on that. But here it comes.
Yeah, true.
Wow, that was the fastest interaction I've ever seen.
Okay, 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
You sure about that?
Yep. How come? We're here to represent the United States of America.
Should have put the eagle screech in the background there.
Yeah, that was a fast one. He's a good boy.
This is actually me and Flex's first audit together.
Now, were you guys friends before you did the audit together, or did you become good friends after the audit?
We started chit-chatting before then, and then just kind of hooked up and became friends after this.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is like going through the fire with each other, really. I mean,
yeah.
Yep. All right.
5 seconds. 5 seconds?
Yeah, that was about 5 seconds.
Wow. So, Army ammunition plant. We can't record.
So we have confirmation. We have 2 people saying it was 5 seconds. So it was 5 seconds, not 7.
Speaking of Dangerous Liberty, he just got in the chat.
Oh, all right. Good to see you, Dangerous Liberty. How many videos does Dangerous Liberty have out?
Oh, I don't even have a clue. I think 10, 20.
Okay. I might have to have him. So he's still a relatively small channel, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Might have to see if he wants us to share his work as well. All right, let's continue.
All right. I'm gonna post up.
Now you're gonna hear some clicks, and I actually have my actual big camera with me, and I'm taking pictures of him.
Yeah, kind of like I Am Free. Inland Auditing, he always carries one of those cameras that does fast pictures, like click, 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 click.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's good. I like that when you guys have those, too.
We're trying to get some pictures of
anything my eyes can see.
Why is it that these security guards are usually really heavy set like me, and they just kind of waddle over?
he has that Napoleon syndrome. He has a short man complex.
Short, very short. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, okay. To me, he's a short guy. I mean, I'm 6'2". So.
Yeah, I'm 6'4" myself. So I consider him short too. So
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Homeland Security threat level. Nah.
What are you taking pictures of?
You now. We're eating it now.
What if I don't want my picture taken?
Well, you're in public.
So, doesn't mean it gives you the right to take my picture.
Sure does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I have a right.
Have you read this?
Yeah, I've practiced it quite a bit of times.
Have you? All right, cool. Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
And read it some more. Yeah, because you need to understand your First Amendment.
Yeah, there's certain.
What's the First Amendment say? Have you read it so much? What's the First Amendment say? I'm waiting.
Valid.
You're gonna wait.
Oh yeah?
Because I'm not here for a quiz.
Well,
I'm here doing my job.
Well, do your job. We'll get what we need.
We'll do your job. I'm doing my job.
we'll go from there.
What is your job?
You see it?
Who are you working for? That's not a legal press pass.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
That's not a legal press pass. Like, you even have to have a press pass. I mean, who
Wait a
issues
minute,
those?
I got that. Oh, shit, no, it's downstairs. I do got to run downstairs though. Oh yeah, I do have it, but I got to run downstairs and grab my charger here. Okay, so if you guys look at my camera really quick, this is what I showed him.
What does it say? I can't read it.
Free press, and then my name, Illinois Tyrant Patrol, and my picture, and on the back of it, whoops, there you go. It says First Amendment.
Yeah, that's not legal.
I got a better one now.
Oh my lord! Yeah, these guys, they just have no clue, do they? And
No.
It's like, I ain't taking no quizzes. Yeah, because you don't have the answers, dumbass. Here we go.
Who assigns press passes?
Who did you get this pass from? Looks like a handmade press
Well,
to me.
I was born in the U.S., so therefore that gives me the right.
Oh, just to take pictures of somebody else's property?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where's that say in the Constitution?
It's under the First Amendment. It's called the freedom of press.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. I think you're asking on.
Why are you shaking then?
Why am I shaking? I'm not shaking. Why are you bothering us on public property?
First of all, you're not on public property.
We are on public property.
What is a sidewalk?
What's a sidewalk?
Depends on where you're at.
My camera's literally pointing at it.
You know what? If we were in China, it would not be public property, would it?
No.
Or Korea. No. It depends on where you're at.
Right.
Oh my god. Wow.
The sidewalk my camera's staring at isn't publicly accessible.
Yeah, and this guy's pretending. I mean, he's trying to point out the fallacy that you're an idiot, and he's proving himself to be an idiot.
Yeah, he's the big idiot here.
Yeah, I mean, I hope people can see this. I mean, can you?
It's that whole line. We were playing chess while he's trying to play checkers.
Exactly. Yep. All right, here we go.
You got 15 feet of easement, but the
From
problem
that
of it
center
is,
line.
it's not to take pictures of
But it's not to take pictures. Come on.
what I'm doing.
The First Amendment doesn't protect feelings. It gives us the right to record here, right?
Doesn't give you the right to record here.
Yeah,
Sure it does.
What are you? CCP? You Chinese? The Communist Party?
Communist, so
Yeah.
I've served my country, so you're telling me?
You're a pogue then, aren't you?
You licensed to interact with the public outside the facility?
Okay,
Yeah,
the
that's what I wanna
Poe
know.
comment really got under his fucking nails. I'm telling you, that got him bad.
Well, because it's probably true, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, and somebody that was, in the shit can recognize it, So,
Yeah. That's why he said it.
Yep. All right, here we go. The cops are showing up.
Are you licensed to interact with the public outside of your property?
What's going on?
Oh, they're up there taking pictures.
Hey, you know
You know you're so missing.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, you only get to surround me. That ain't gonna happen.
Huh? Well, you probably should call him back. Be like, hey, bro. I'm not too clear on the First Amendment. Maybe I need some help. You mind coming down?
Yeah, I might need to restudy that.
So what's the issue? Why are you guys here?
Ask him. I don't know. We're just recording, brother.
Yeah, we're just taking some pictures.
No, I mean, like, why are you
Working on
did you get a
stories.
hold of him coming here, or
Huh?
did you just show up?
Oh.
No, we just showed up.
Okay, that's why he said because of him. That was
Yeah, but he's being kind of rude, but he could be like, hey, bro.
we might push off the grass a little bit.
Oh, no, I'm
I ain't gonna block.
Yeah,
We ain't
don't
gonna
wanna-
block.
anybody get hit. I'm not trying to be aggressive to you guys.
That's fine. We're good. If you have questions, you can go ahead and ask them. Maybe we can help you.
Yeah. We'll be over there. So what draws you to this area? What's the problem?
There's no problem. Maybe just with.
These may look like dentures or partials,
Yay,
but in
the
fact,
commercial.
it's some of the newest dental implant technology. The first dude that came out kind of like he probably needs retrained a little bit.
Well, he's just trying to do his job. You know, you're
that's
not
fine.
supposed to-
There's a way you can do it though.
Yeah, there's a way to be a little nicer.
Yeah, so we're recording, right? This is America. This is public, right? Obviously, back there, we're not going to go back there, okay? So, freedom of the press, the First Amendment, it's not just freedom of speech, right? There's too much fake news BS going around nowadays. This is our news. We are the press. So we're just exercising our rights taken here. You know, if he doesn't know the First Amendment, maybe he just knows freedom of speech. There's five basic topics in the First Amendment alone. So maybe, you know, we could learn that and understand, hey, you know what? This is my job over here behind this, because this is the property that I'm supposed to. These guys are outside of it on public. They're perfectly allowed to record.
you guys got no weapons or anything on you, right?
I don't answer questions.
Boom.
See,
he's so fast that comes out.
Yeah, he's still on this guy's narrative a little bit, you know.
Yes, these actually are military police for this base, for the Iowa ammunition base. These aren't even actually real police. They're military police.
Yeah, but they should still understand the Constitution and what their jurisdiction.
Oh God, they're in the military.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Exactly. And so everything you guys are doing is educational right here. You're teaching not only them, but you're teaching your audience what our rights are, and that's very important. Very.
Yeah, this is a huge teaching video. Huge.
Yep. And if we're going to affect change, we have to educate, especially the general public, but these guys too. They really need to be educated on the whole Constitution, not just the First Amendment. Here we go.
Right.
All right.
And no, not to be mean or anything, but what's that say on there? Security? Yeah, you ain't a cop, so I wouldn't even answer your question to begin with.
Well, I'm not trying to.
I understand.
I know,
you
but
might wanna feel safe,
I'm not
but-
trying to be, a rude or a dick, but you're security.
But yeah,
man.
another thing too, I understand you might want to be as safe as you can. However, we all have one arm here. For one, there's multiple of you on both sides of us. I think you're solid, man. You don't got nothing to worry about,
You all
bro.
got guns. None of us do.
We're not being aggressive towards you. We're,
Yeah.
No,
trying to figure out what you're doing.
You're being fine.
all right.
This guy, on the other hand, he came out really
he came out
aggressive.
hot-headed,
He's
man.
just trying to do his job.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
I
doing the
understand.
job, and then there's being a hot.
Yeah, no, I understand it could be a new experience, but this could be great training for you going on in the future.
All right,
Just be like, hey, they're on public, man. I can't do nothing. They could record. Freedom of the press. This is their right. Even if you hate it, even if you're like, get the hell out of here. I don't like you record me and my duty or this place over here that I'm working at. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is America, and we are the press, we the people. So that's why we're out here, guys.
all right. So what's your kind of goal? Are you guys trying to
Just to
show
record,
these
is
pictures?
it?
The
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
the outside.
Okay,
or-
well, I'm
I
getting
can't disclose that information because I haven't published the story yet. But
Yeah, but I'm going to.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's for sure.
they got these pictures on, Facebook. You can look it up. You can look up
Yeah,
Google Maps.
exactly. There you go.
Oh yeah. See, you can just look everything up. You don't have to be here.
No,
You know?
exactly. I mean, I could have, used Google Maps and be like, hey, look at these.
Yeah, the point is to be there to educate in case they come at you. and
Exactly.
that's exactly what he did. So, all right. Overall, I think this one ended up pretty good. I mean, they all left at one point, and you guys.
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
leave
it was
until
a
they
big
left.
walk of shame. I mean, right before you
What?
started fast forwarding, the Mighty Mouse did get lippy again, which was kind of funny. You ain't seen aggression yet.
Yeah, let me go right here and see if because I think we want to watch
Yeah.
that part anyway. But then we're going to send everybody over to your channel to watch the rest of it because we're not going to watch the whole thing. I like to keep people in suspense, and that way they'll go ahead and go to your channel, subscribe,
I
hit the like
appreciate
button,
that.
watch a video. So here we go.
Go ahead, ask them. Maybe we can help you there.
Yeah, I can go a little further here. A little further.
Taken here, if he doesn't know the First Amendment, maybe he just knows freedom of speech. There's five basic topics in the First Amendment alone. So maybe, we could learn that and understand, hey, you know what? This is my job over here behind this, because this is the property that I'm supposed to. these guys are outside of it on public. They're perfectly allowed to record.
You guys got no weapons or anything on you, right?
I don't answer questions.
All right.
And no, not to be mean or anything, but what's that say on there? Security? Yeah, you ain't a cop, so I wouldn't even answer your questions to begin with.
Well, I'm not trying to.
I understand.
I know,
you
but
might
I'm
wanna feel safe,
not
but-
trying to be, a rude or a dick, but you're security.
But yeah,
man.
another thing too, I understand you might want to be as safe as you can. However, we all have one arm here. For one, there's multiple of you on both sides of us. I think you're solid, man. You don't got nothing to worry about,
You all
bro.
got guns. None of us do.
We're not being aggressive towards you. We're
Yeah.
No,
trying to figure out what you're doing.
You're being fine. This guy, on the other hand, he came out really aggressive.
Let me go.
Questions
right
like
here.
that, certain ones we will, but like certain things to try to get our information, I'm just not a huge fan of. So we do like our Fourth Amendment as well. So that's about it.
So he did try to ID him, right? He tried to
Oh
ID him.
they wanted our names.
Yeah, so that they could potentially get somebody to retaliate against you guys too. That's
Correct.
the whole reason why they want to know who you are. They want to look you up, see if you got warrants. They basically want to come after you and retaliate. That's really what they want to do when they want your ID. Quite frankly, I'm pretty fed up with them doing that kind of stuff. Here we go.
I mean, do you have any more questions? Anything? We're just going to be standing around, just recording. Obviously, we're not going to go inside.
We're not really answering a whole lot of questions. What can you tell me?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Shoot them out. I'm not going to answer all of them, but
say you were in my shoes and supervisor sent you here, and you want to kind of get some information of what's going on, so we can guarantee you're not going to be any sort of threat here.
That's fine.
What could you tell me?
Okay, so
There's the first actual cop.
So this is the first actual cop then. Okay.
Well, no, it's like, he's military police, so I guess that's not even the first actual cop yet. There is a cop sometime or another.
Well, the sheriff does show up towards the end, but he never even talked to you guys.
Never says a word.
He just left when everybody else left. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can leave everybody in suspense now. Let them go and watch it and find out where Mighty Mouse decided he wanted to get mouthy again.
Perfect. So again, the name of this one is "This Sidewalk is Private Property. No Pics Allowed," says Mighty Mouse. Big fail. 7 security educated. All right. Okay, the next one I've got. Nikki, did you want to chime in here? Because you've been pretty quiet. Men are talking. She doesn't like to talk. But I like her to speak up a little bit and give us her opinion on things.
Nikki, speak. Yeah, here's your treat. Here's your treat. No, actually, like I said, I'm glad that here on the Vigilance Committee, we do feature big channels and small channels. And, there are ideas that you have to sue to get change. And then there are ideas that, like you said, Illinois Tyrant News, not everybody and not every area you can sue because you feel bad about your neighbors who can't afford like their tax bills the way they are now, let alone if they would go up.
Exactly.
So I believe that as a community or a constitutional rights advocacy, that we need to allow everyone to do freedoming their own way, but we need to come together and allow the differences, but still support one another, whether it's a great big huge channel or whether it's a small channel with only 20 subscribers. That's
Right.
the only way we're gonna make change is
Yeah,
the
exactly.
education and the unity.
And I agree. And I want to put this out. I mean, obviously, I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm not in this for the money, nor have I ever been in this for the money. My YouTube payments, we won't talk about those.
Okay, and that's fine.
I don't make dick.
Yeah, I just have a different perspective. I think these poor communities, when their taxes go up, that's when they need to get involved and say, "Hey, stop doing this stuff and getting sued." That would affect the change, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
but
yes, it would. I mean, don't mess
yeah,
up, don't get sued. I mean, then
until it
the
affects them,
repercussions won't happen.
right? But until it affects them, they'll just let the modus operandi continue, and
Yeah,
people's rights still continue to get violated. So, and we need to. That's the main goal, is to stop that, root out the corruption within our government, and make our public officials do what's right and not be
correct.
tyrannical. So, that's all I want to say about that. But every individual, especially auditors, because I'm not an auditor, never have been. I'm not going to tell them how to do their freedom. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page and trying to affect change. And even some auditors, they don't care if they affect change. They just want the
Somewhat.
content, and they want to educate, which is change in
Right.
itself too. So it's all in what they
Somewhat,
want to do.
Cliff. Somewhat. What did
I
you
don't know.
say? Somewhat. What are you
Somewhat,
calling them?
somewhat want change.
No.
Some
What
of
are
them
you
somewhat.
calling these people that are out here? You said
Well, we
you
need
said
to
the
call
A word.
them. Oh, 1A. Did I say
The
1A?
auditors.
Yeah, because it's not just the auditors. It's not just the First Amendment that we support. It's the entire Constitution, and so we're
Exactly.
kind of trying to get away from saying 1A and things like that. Some people need to keep up and make sure that we are supporting constitutional rights advocates.
Right.
So, and anybody that gets their rights violated, we want to help them. Period. I don't care how they do their freedom. So, just wanted to make that perfectly clear. Did I answer that for you well enough? Yeah, I'm sure I did. She's on mute talking again, forgetting she's on mute.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was paying attention to the dogs.
Oh, okay.
Did-
Did I answer what you were asking?
Yes, yes,
Okay, good.
because you had said that you were not going to say auditors 1A,
Right. Yep.
that
Kind of want to get away
we
from that
really needed to get
terminology.
away. Yeah, we needed to change the terminology to get away from those words that have a bad taste in the public's mouth.
Yeah, and the government has done that, not the people in the communities. The government has really chastised and put out their narrative so much that it's affected what we call ourselves in the community anymore. So we really need to, because it's not going to change. They're always going to have that opinion now because it's been so much out there that these First Amendment, oh, they're one of those people, you know.
well, yeah, it's
Uh,
the same as them calling us like people that go out and do cop watching and that, because I do both sides of it. The cops calling us agitators because we're just there recording.
or sovereign citizens when they're
Right.
actually the sovereign citizens.
Right.
Yeah.
When we're just expressing our constitutional rights as an American citizen. So how is that being a sovereign citizen? I've never understood that.
Me neither. All right. So the next one I want to show here. This is another really good one. This one you did 5 years ago. So this is
Oh
another
boy.
older Logan County Prison. Do you remember this one?
This is with that certain person I was talking about too, about that other video that has over 1 million views.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
before we start this video, this was, I think, my first or second time out with this guy, and we have actually become friends now. After this, we got pretty close. It was kind of cool. I think this was my second time out with him since the viral video. And he uses his free speech a lot. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love colorful free speech.
Oh yeah, he's very, very colorful. Very, very colorful. So yeah, this was a great video too because I thought I was gonna get Rundy Dundied over.
Oh, this guy we're going to have on next week. We're going to show his body of work next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
Minnesota, cool.
Yeah, not an auditing channel per se. He's an advocate for
An accountability activist. That's nice.
Perfect. Perfect.
I like that wording.
I do too. All right, let's go ahead and start this one. Let me know when you want me to pause.
Sure.
Lone Wolf Community Watch down here in Lincoln, Illinois.
You said Lone Wolf Community Watch, right?
Yeah, that was my original channel name before I decided to play around with it and change it, and that might have hurt my channel doing that, and that's why I don't have the subscriber count I do today, but I ain't worried about the subscribers. They'll trickle in when they trickle in. They have over the years pretty kind of steadily. So, and it's all about the education thing for me anyway. So,
Absolutely. I commend you for that too, my friend. All right, here we go.
Do a First Amendment audit here at the Logan Correctional Facility. It's one of our prisons.
My first prison video.
Out here with Huckleberry today.
Huckleberry Auditor. That's who I was with.
Hey, folks.
Huckleberry Auditor. And is he still active?
He is not active anymore in the community. He has since stopped a couple years ago. He still pays attention here and there. You don't see him chat much, but he'll pop in every so often in my live stream, and he did it actually for the first time in a while, I'd say. Here, maybe 6 to 8 months ago, he popped into one of my live streams.
And everyone has their own personal reasons for doing what.
Sure.
I'm
yeah,
sure
he had some things going on, so.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
You heard him in the background. Hey.
Stop. Don't go on the fucking street.
Did you see this sign?
Logan Correctional Center, accredited since.
Okay. Yeah, so I wasn't actually talking about that sign. There's another sign that has since been replaced now because I've actually been there another time and did a revisit video. And then with my current job that I do, I actually did a couple deliveries there.
Okay, so is it this sign just below it then?
No, there's another sign off to the right or the left. I can't remember. It's off to the right. It's a big sign, and it's got all like the rules and regulations on it, and it's very, very, very faded. You can't even see it from where I'm standing, and I'm like 10, 15 foot from it.
Wow. Okay, and so it's since gone down though.
Yeah, it's since been replaced.
So a little bit of a change happening.
Yeah, there was a lot of bit of a change that happened here.
Cool. All right, here we go.
What cracks me up is
this one right underneath there.
How much you can't read it.
Right. How small that sign is. I don't know if you can read that or not. This says the use of any recording devices, broadcasting equipment, video, or still photography devices without prior approval is strictly prohibited on.
Do you notice that there's no code, no statute, right? That means
Yeah,
it's
and
not
I
a
think
law.
Huckleberry went to look at that at one point. Which all this that we're actually showing on video right now is the publicly accessible area for public parking for visiting.
Right. Okay.
Illinois Department of Correction grounds. On the grounds.
Amazing.
That sign.
But
that's the one you were talking about. Yeah, it is
Yes.
really big. Wow. Okay. But you're not on the ground, so you can do what you want.
No. We're on the public easement.
Yep.
what cracks me up is the sign next to it on the left is so worn and faded that nobody has ever fucking replaced it.
Right.
I'm mind boggled by that.
Can't even read that.
I'm gonna go up and see what it reads.
There's the Huckleberry.
That's the main gate right there. Down here at the Logan Correctional Facility. Fuck. I think that guy wanted to say something, but he didn't.
Do you want to see how much money you're eligible for? If you were in a car crash within the last 2 years, that
Oh, he said something. He wasn't tattled.
Yeah, that's exactly what that guy did too, right? He went and told
Matt Ard
somebody.
just said, "Ooh, snitch." See?
Yeah, that's what they do. Got a lot of Karens and Darrens out there. There
Yeah,
we go.
you're right. In qualified immunity, I do have a lot of prison videos. That's one of my favorite spots to do.
Yeah, I think Rogue Nation got hemmed up for that, and he's that's why he's sitting in his house doing videos of 2-year probation. He got found guilty for videoing near or around prisoners. And
Yeah, there's some states.
right?
Yeah, I think there's some states that have some certain weird laws that are very unconstitutional.
Very weird and unconstitutional. Yep.
Hmm.
All right, here we go.
Watch.
Do you know you just drive down the road, the wrong side of the road, asshole?
Yeah. And he's like 3 foot from my knee.
Wow. The talk about coming up in an intimidating way, right?
Yeah, dude, because he was flying. He was doing more than 20.
Wow. That's how these guys operate. Got to intimidate. We're in charge here.
Especially ones in the white sunglasses. Sorry.
All right. No, you're fine. Here we go.
Wrong, young man.
Oh, yeah, look at those sunglasses.
If you want to come out here and bark orders, step back from me, young man. You are a threat, and I am on public property. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I am on public property. I said step back from me. I said step back, damn it. Motherfucker, you're going to have issues with the state police here in just a minute.
Yeah. Well, you told him.
No.
Okay. See, this is state ground right here.
Brother,
okay,
we're on a public easement.
Okay, now you are.
Yeah, state ground. It's state ground is public ground, right?
Yes.
He's trying to say you're on state ground. You can't be on state ground. No, now you're over on the public easement. Whatever, dude. He never stepped foot on their property.
This here is state ground.
See these property lines, these property cables right here?
Right here.
That's called public easement. And if you are not understanding of that law,
okay,
you should not be outside of your property where you don't belong.
And you're not going to swear at me, number one, but you were down
I
here.
said you were outside of.
Really? We're not going to swear at you, number one?
Yes.
Okay, so we might have some folks in our chat that might not really understand the First Amendment, and they don't ever question authority. They don't think that we should be swearing at authority. They don't think we should be able to redress our grievances or use our freedom of speech and speak the way we want. Folks, you got to remember, this is a free country. Well, it's supposed to be a free country, even though I don't think we are free anymore, based on what this asshole is trying to convey. You don't speak to me that way. I mean,
yeah. I can speak to anybody however I choose to speak to anybody.
Yep. Nikki, do you want to add something to that? I think we've.
I think you beat that horse a lot, but unfortunately we have to keep doing that because it is Education.
Yeah.
We have to and that's my sticking point, and I mean, I'm sure, Cliff, you're sick of hearing it, but
No, not at all.
honestly, you have the quote unquote normal Joe Blow out there who will look at this and go, well, yeah, duh. You don't swear at people just because you don't like them, but we have to educate the normal people that what these officers are doing and are expecting is something that is not right. And unfortunately, we have been schooled from the beginning. Don't question authority. Whatever authority says is what's right.
And don't talk
Um,
back. Don't cuss at them. Don't
Don't eat
regress.
yellow snow.
Yep.
Don't
yeah,
beat your dog. I mean, sorry.
yeah, but we've been told and told and taught and taught.
Yeah, it's beat into our heads, as a child. Well, some of us as a child,
Some of us,
when we grew up, right?
yeah.
And
I mean, they're either churning out sheep or they're churning out constitutional advocates, and the ones in schools that did not get brainwashed and didn't toe the line and always questioned authority are true freedom fighters. They really are. Oppositional defiant disorder. You know, we're not going to follow the crowd and what the crowd does and be a sheep. We're free thinkers, and I believe it's critical thinking that we need a lot more of. But we do have to educate who we call the sheep, and it's not fair to them. They don't understand that they've been brainwashed from the time they were in kindergarten all the way through their education. Taught how to, sit down, shut up, raise your hand before you speak, and only speak when you're called on. Do what we tell you to. Don't question authority. They're trained from the time they're 5 years old, so they have that cognitive bias, confirmation bias, because it's what was instilled in their brain all those years, and so we have to try to unbrainwash them and free them by educating them in a different way. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right?
Yep.
I hope I
Yep.
am.
No, you are saying it right. And, by unbrainwashing them, we need to show what's going on, but we also need to be able to get the word out because 90% of people in this country will see something happening and will turn their head and go, I'm not involved. It doesn't affect me. I'm not going to open my mouth. And then eventually they're the ones who are left standing and something's happening to them and they're wondering why nobody's standing up for them.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we have to educate the general public if we expect anybody else to help us.
Correct. Me and Midwest were actually just talking about that the other day on the phone. We're the ones out here educating people, no matter if we got 200 subscribers, 20 subscribers, 15,000 subscribers. I mean, we're getting it out there for people to see.
Yep. And we're just a tiny channel, but anytime we can
Right.
show this and assess it and go through the basically pausing a video and analyzing what's being done, I think really can kind of illustrate the education process that maybe some of these people that don't really understand what's really going on can get a better idea. That's our way to help try to educate folks with you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
because who knows if, my subscribers might not be your subscribers might not be my subscribers. I mean,
Right.
So it's
Right.
it's a community thing.
It is. And that's why I like to feature channels like yours, because you really are out there trying to educate. You're not trying to be an asshole.
No, I
Like
said,
this
I
guy.
said, I'm only an asshole when I have to be.
Yep.
I mean, I've got so many videos out that shows me that, you know, I'm not an asshole. I mean, I've had so many big time channels at my house. I mean, Joe Cool has spent countless of days with me. I mean,
I
talking
loved
about, you
him.
know, big
Yep.
channels, you know.
Yeah, we featured one of his videos.
Oh yeah,
And
love Joe to death.
Oh, me too. I think he's brilliant. I mean,
Yeah,
that guy,
he's so
and he
smart.
investigates everything before in
Yes.
his videos. I mean, it's all there. It's like he's amazing. I'd love to have him on our show his feature his body of work and have him on a panel so we could go through his
Sure.
stuff too. I'd love that, but you know, he gets busy. He likes to go on panels, and I get to
Yeah,
talk to him on panels sometimes.
exactly, Midwest. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's how you got to look at it all.
Yeah, yeah. All right, here we go.
Of your property where
Absolutely
you don't
not.
belong.
Absolutely
Your
not.
job is inside there.
You're wrong.
Not out here.
You're wrong.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
is freedom. That's jail.
You're on freedom right here. This is-
Anything underneath
Listen,
this,
brother.
on
Listen.
this side,
Listen to me right
is
now.
freedom.
I'm not standing in the street and getting a fucking ticket for
Nope.
obstructing the right of way. It's called a public easement because we are allowed to walk on it. It's that simple.
Okay.
That simple. If you don't believe me or you don't understand, please go check. Is what I'm asking.
We looked at the GIS survey. We trust
I
me.
do not come.
We know.
I do not.
Here's the
I
issue.
don't like.
Here's the issue.
You
okay?
step back from me,
Here's
buddy.
the issue.
You stop
I
walking up
told
on me,
you
man.
to step
Personal
back from
space.
me. You come to me one more goddamn time. I've had enough of your bullshit.
Personal space, man.
But here's the thing.
You're fucking getting in
You're
goddamn
in my
space
space.
where you don't fucking
You
belong.
keep walking up to us, man. We keep stepping
I'm
back.
fucking
You keep
telling you,
walking
you're
up.
acting
Look,
as a threat, and I
look,
will
here's the
fucking
line.
defend
Here it goes.
myself against some motherfucker that's acting as a terrorist against me.
Here's the
because we
line.
don't like people bothering us.
The guy continues to walk up towards you guys, and you guys continuously back up, and yet
Yeah.
why are you so mad?
Right, because you
Because
keep
you're trying to
coming up
intimidate.
to us aggressively.
Yes.
We do not want you that close to us. So just in case we have to defend ourselves, there's space.
Yeah. This guy's a real tyrant. You could just tell.
Oh yeah, he okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, he don't work there no more.
Because of this video.
I'm pretty sure of because of this video. Yeah, he does not work there no more.
Good. And rightly so. These guys need to be weeded out of our government. These guys are the ones that are really trying to infringe on liberty and freedom.
I'm not sure Integrity News now if he was fired or because of this video or he quit because of this video. But he's not there no more. Yeah.
All right. Now you guys didn't get arrested or anything on this.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, they had to basically leave.
They tucked tail and
yeah,
and
walked
away. Yep.
So I don't think we need to even show any more of this one.
No, if you guys want to go watch the rest of it.
There you go. Go
Yep.
to Tyrant, Illinois Tyrant's channel and watch it. Watch the rest of it.
Bad Leos get shut down.
There we go. Now this one 6 years ago. So I think this is like your second video.
Oh Lord.
As Illinois Tyrants.
Oh,
So-
as Lone Wolf Community Watch was jeez.
This was the First Amendment audit in Bloomington, Illinois.
Oh, yeah, this is with Huckleberry again. And I think this is I don't even remember this video. See,
Well,
let me pull it up here. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is just a walkabout. I'm more likely. I think it was just a walkabout. I don't even think there was any interaction in this.
Not really, and it's a pretty short, but it kind of gives
Yeah.
people an idea of just. I mean, probably should have shown this one first.
I think this is like the first walkabout video that was ever done. Like before Magazette, started and then started doing it.
Yeah, that and but I think it's a teaching thing for people that want to start picking up a camera. Of what
Sure.
they should
Yeah, because
do.
this was my first time, doing it back then. And if you look at me now, it's way different.
Oh yeah, Yeah. Do you have any other videos that you want me to show as well? And while I'm playing this one, if you do,
Oh,
just put them in the private chat.
no. My wife's ticking at me how much longer I'm gonna be. 'Cause she wants to do something today on her last day off of vacation, but it's okay. She's all right for a bit. Man, there's with all the videos I have, you guys, God, I've got what pushing 500 now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I there's so many. Any of my prison audits, there's great interactions on of me schooling them.
Yeah.
I've got videos in California. I mean, I've got videos in Vegas. I've got videos in a
You've
lot
been
of
everywhere.
places. I've been to
Yeah.
Florida. I've been,
Yeah. Yeah. You're all over the place, and you've been around for a long time. And
I have.
I think you're underrated. I think.
Well, I thank you. I really appreciate that. But I mean, I do what I do, and I'm not out here to gain money in this. I've gotten donations and that, and I appreciate it. And I'll say this now. Shout out to everybody that helped me when my mom passed. That was the biggest thing ever on my channel. That just actually cheering me up. Uh, that was huge. I mean, somebody, a couple of people, matter of fact, they know who they are. They helped out and helped me bury my mom. So that was one of the only times I really ever reached out for help on my channel. I'm not one of those types that is gonna just say, "Hey, can you give me some money?" Hey, my tires are bald. Can I get some money? So that's not
generally,
me,
you like to
but
take care of yourself. You like to
yeah,
take care of
yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And you're in this
I
for the right
appreciate it
reason.
when yeah, I'm in it for all the reasons you should be in it for, not for the fame of it, not for the money of it. I mean, God, I just this month I'm gonna get $100 from YouTube. That's how much money I make every 2 to 3, 4, 5 months. That's what I make. I'm throwing it out there right now. I'm blabbering it out. I make $100 every 3 to 6 months. That's all I make. I mean, the majority anything I've ever made from YouTube has been from my supporters. I mean, that are like, hey, we appreciate you. Have a few bucks. Go get some coffee. Go get some food. Whatever, whatnot. Like when Flex got arrested up in Iowa. I'm going to touch on that. I put a video out there. Hey, yes, quiet, Matt. um, he needed money to get out of jail, and I needed money to get there. So I asked. I got it, and I was on my way. And with the support of my subscribers and his supporters that popped in, we got him out. And I've done it a couple times, with Dangerous Liberty. I mean, Dangerous Liberty is the one that actually drove me up there. I was going to drive up there, and he's like, hey, we'll just take my vehicle. So, another shout out to him. He was there too. So, yeah, I mean, we're not in this for the money.
Yeah, you can make some lifelong friends, and your heart is
Oh,
in
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And you believe in the Constitution. You believe in freedom, and that's what it's all about. That's the type of people I like to showcase on my channel, and that's why you're here, because
Right.
we believe in you.
Thank you. Yes, and again, and thank you very much to you guys, and your people that you have in here now, and soon to be my new people. I hope.
I hope so too. And be sure to make sure you got his link in here.
Oh,
One
they've
last
been
time.
sharing my link in here, fucking
Have they?
left and right. I appreciate it so much. Stephanie has been on that. Matt's been on it. Like a lot of people have. So
Good, good. All right, Nikki. Any last thoughts before we end the stream?
Well, Matt R., I know you haven't had a reply yet. I have seen it. We're working on that. We do have things lined up. We've got Minnesota Black Robe Regiment next week, and we just hadn't gotten on to the next thing. Yeah, Clap is on it too, dropping links. Thank you, Clap. Um,
Oh, Nikki.
yeah, I see that. There is no address or phone number for SCARS. You can go to their website, which is www.scars scars501.org. There is an email address, which is admin at 501 or at scars501.org. Um,
And if you could
but
just put the link in the chat too, Nikki, that would
yeah,
be.
all of their contact information is on their website. They also do have a YouTube channel, but it's everything is still in the early stages with Scars.
Mhm.
We're working on that. Um, you know, we wow, you guys are giving me lots to do.
Yeah, we're going to need an assistant at some point, Nikki.
But
Who you
like
talking
I
about?
said,
Minnesota? Me?
yes, Illinois
Oh yeah,
Tyrant News.
just email me, Minnesota. That's all you gotta do, my friend.
I'll get you the. I will personally give each one of you each other's emails, since I have
Cool.
both emails. But my biggest thing, like I said, Illinois Tyrant News, you, Midwest Accountability, Kilted Cop Watch, you know, you guys are out in the communities, in your own communities,
Yeah, and
making the difference. And like you said, whether you're a small channel, whether you're a big channel, as long as we all come together, it doesn't matter whose supporters are in whose channels. It's the fact that we're opening the eyes for everybody.
exactly. And I appreciate you shouting out Kilted Cop Watch. If one of you guys can
Actually,
throw his link in here too, he's another great guy. If between him and Midwest, I wouldn't have some things I have if it wasn't for them too.
well,
So
between
yeah,
you and Midwest Accountability, who was supposed to get a hold of Kilted Cop Watch, if you
well,
could get a hold of
he
Kilted Cop Watch and let us know, or let him know
yeah
that
he
we're
is currently actually unavailable out of state right now,
okay.
doing some things. So, but I will get a hold of him and let him know in our little
In your
chat we
little
got going.
chat that
Yeah,
you
in our,
guys
in our
have.
little text thing we got going on that you guys want him up here too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Brandon. But no, I myself, I guess you could say, like Cliff likes to say, I'm a bootlicker, I guess, from way back, but
You know, it's,
I I do realize the difference between, the quote unquote good laws and the bad laws, and then the good actors and the bad actors. And the bad actors, the bad apples, um, do need to be brought to the public's attention.
yes,
So,
yep. And it's funny you say that, Nikki, because I have a kind of sort of law enforcement background. My family has a law enforcement background. My grandfather, my dad, I mean, and so on and so forth. Um, they were, most of them were all military and or police. There is actually a couple of big names that are in my family that are, one's a state trooper and another one is a sheriff down in Florida, in one particular county. So I completely understand that. So, and I turned my dad from being a bootlicker into supporting what I do.
right. And so if we can quote unquote open the eyes of those people who maybe do see the problems and the corruption, um, and then they go and tell 10 friends and they go and tell 10 friends,
Right.
then at that point, then we actually, can possibly make change. But that's
Yep.
what it takes, is it takes everybody getting their eyes opened and sharing the stories, whether people look at you like you're crazy and say, "Oh, cops would never do that." And then you get big stories like Sonia Massey.
Yeah. And then
And
Utah Defender right here. Perfect case in point. His son is a captain in a police department.
Yeah. Right.
And he
No, Jay, I
absolutely
don't.
hates. He'll tell you he hates cops. I mean, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
I'm not. I don't know if Jay Abate. I don't know if I'm understanding what Jay Abate said or he's misunderstanding. I'm not shaming people for that.
No.
no, we're not shaming people.
Yeah.
We're trying to open the eyes
Yeah, I mean, if it's
to
one
the
more set of
corruption.
eyes, that opens up to the corruption, like you were saying. It could be it's another set of eyes that they tell, and another set of eyes that somebody else tells, and it just keeps going and going and going. And
Yeah, I want to make it clear: we're not anti-government. We're not anti. Police. We think.
yeah,
Some
nope,
of the,
I'm
some of
not anti-cop
different
or
opinions.
ACAB or anything like that. I mean, I'm anti-bad cop.
Anti-bad cop, and I believe that policing should be just changed in general because it does put police officers between a rock and a hard place when they're swearing an oath to the Constitution, and then they're also swearing an oath to state laws directly go against the Constitution. So they're, like
Yes,
I said,
Matt.
they're between a rock and a hard place. So they're forced into being bad cops because they got to make a decision. Which one do I do?
Right, it's because they follow along with what they see. I mean, that's all. That's all it is in a nutshell. Well, I see this cop doing that. Well, I can do that too.
Right.
No.
Yep. All right. So I do think we beat that horse, and I think Illinois Tyrant News. I'm hoping that you get more subscribers and get more eyes out there to see your work because I think it's excellent work.
I appreciate that.
And we're going to go ahead and do you have any final thoughts before we go ahead and end the stream?
I just want to give you guys a huge shout out. I've tried, I did a video and a couple community posts and that shouting out your channel for mine, and I'll do it again after the live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the share button on this so people can see it. That habit and wasn't in here, and I just want to say thank you to all my supporters. Much love, you guys, and Midwest. I love you, brother. You be safe out there on the road. Kill the Cop Watch. I just seen you message. Got you talk about people, and they just pop up. So hopefully you see this too. And yeah, thanks again, you guys. It's been a great time. Love it.
Well, we were glad to have you, and everybody in the chat, we were glad to have you as well. And anybody in the future that sees this video, please hit the like, share, subscribe, and go to the channels that we recommended. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and play this outro. And everyone have a wonderful rest of your day. Here we go.
In the heart of the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free, we stand together, hand in hand, watching over the sacred land. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light, we'll stand and fight. For the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll never be the same. Through the trials and the tests, we'll always give our best. Through the storms and the darkest night, we'll shine our light, we'll stand and fight. For the ones we love, for the ones we've lost. In the Vigilance Committee, we'll bear the cost. We're the keepers of the flame. In the Vigilance Committee, where the sun sets low and the spirits run free. We'll stand together, hand in hand, watching over this sacred land.